What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. This is your midweek SITREP, and I got a great video in store for you. But what I need you to do right now is hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with us on the journey. Check the description tab, all the tools and tidbits to make you a more successful trader right there at your fingertips, and everything products and service related to Traders War Room right there, guys. Click a link, go check some stuff out, and hopefully make some purchases. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with me, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war. Real quick before we get started, the TWR mascot, he needs a name, and it's up to you guys to pick it in the comments. Drop some cool names that you think this little guy would like, and this is going to be our Traders War Room battle buddy, and we're going to deck him out, man, and we're going to pick the name mid-month of April. So drop some names, and let's get him something cool. Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that this is not financial advice. The content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You're responsible for every decision you make. We want you to have fun, use caution, and always go to war. Check out our website, traderswarroom.com, a true one-stop shop hub for all traders and investors. You can find services like these. I'm telling you guys, truly something for everybody over at Traders War Room, and connect with us on social media. Let Traders War Room help you refine a skill, develop new ones, and possibly just give you confirmation on your trading strategy. Mentor sessions are booked in 1-hour blocks, and they always focus on you. Book today at traderswarroom.com. Take advantage of our classes that we have at Traders War Room. Every battle needs a plan. See what classes we have coming up live and what classes we've already put on our historical webpage. Every single one of them is $15 a piece, and all the historical ones you can view right from the website 24/7. And if you get the upcoming classes, every verified purchase receives a recording once it's edited via their email. And don't forget about our flagship, the Traders War Room Discord, a true one-stop shop with free and paid services for all traders and investors, and we got a killer community. When I tell you we have something for everyone, I wasn't lying, man. We got truly something for everyone over at Traders War Room. Come check us out today. You will not be disappointed. Invest in yourself in 2022 with Traders War Room. Check us out on traderswarroom.com. New features and promotions will be at the end of the video. Now enough for the promotions. Let's get right into it. The Buzz Report, what's hot and what's not in the stock market. All right, so here's how your markets closed today, red across the board, and you all felt it just like I did, man. There was some glimpses of hopes, and then all of a sudden, everything just came tumbling down with those Fed minutes. There were some pockets of positivity out there. Healthcare sector and consumer staples did really well, but a lot of the speculative and technology trades that all of us are in definitely disappointed. Here's a representation of ETFs. Inverse ETFs were on fire today. Sector performance, consumer discretionary, biggest loser, followed by technology. Biggest winner was utilities and healthcare. Total premiums, calls versus puts. Guys, I tell you this all the time. You got to follow where the big money's flowing. That's going to give you the overall sentiment and the direction of where the trades are going. Top trending stocks, and we have a few of the charts coming up here in just a few moments. And as the penny market is starting to heat up, I'm adding this into the slide deck so that you guys can be abreast of what's going on, man. A lot of money to be made in these penny stocks. They like to move, even if it's a little 5 cent, 10 cent. If you're buying 100 to 1,000 shares, that's all money adding up. Futures about 50-50, actually a little bit more green than red. But remember, these are just a glimpse into what could be, not what will. Use these as a guide to just get a plan in motion, ready to execute at the bell. All right, so your top news. President takes aim at Amazon as he touts about unions. So the president drew a loud applause at a labor event on Wednesday when he turned a spotlight on Amazon while touting his administration efforts to promote unions. Now, this has been big news for a while, so this is no new news, but it's definitely noteworthy, and it could cause a lot of pressure on Amazon, which when you're talking about a huge corporation like that, unions are big money. So expect a little bit of downward fall, especially if they do not handle the PR appropriately. Next story, and this is probably the most important story because this got the investor sentiment all over it, is the Fed's QT plan during this upcoming quarter. And so basically, the Reserve on Wednesday signaled it is likely going to start culling assets from its $9 trillion balance sheet in the meeting in early May, and will do so at nearly twice the pace as it did previously. So basically, when you guys hear this quantitative tightening, it's another word for the balance runoff that we talked about in the last video. And so we got to pay attention to it because this got investors definitely piquing interest as far as going long on investments currently. And I'm going to put this here. You can pause this and read this, but I'm just going to put a couple slides on what this actually is. Finally, big news about Buffett's Berkshire reveals stake in Hewlett Packard shares, and they surge almost 10%. So anytime you get a big business that has a huge money pool and they go into a business, especially maybe one that's struggling and they're buying in, usually when you start to go in like 8, 9, 10%, usually it's pretty much assumed that they're going to be buying a seat or at least a major stake into the company. You saw it with Tesla going into Twitter. You see it with Berkshire Hathaway going to HP. So expect some more of these big money pools and these institutions going in on these other stocks that might be struggling or they beat up to kind of give it a little more push. All right, now enough about the boring news. Let's get into some stocks. What are we watching, and are there any good earnings coming in, closing out this week and looking to the next couple weeks? All right, always paying attention to SPY, and SPY had glimpses of hope. Man, it was taking off like a bullet, and then it just continued down. It gapped down pretty hard. We thought we were going to get the recovery. It was pushing, and then it just came tumbling down very quickly. It tried to recover in the latter half of the market bell, but then it just continued on its downward spiral. So pretty disappointing day in the SPY. Now, I put this one on here because you guys need to start paying attention to consumer staples. Now, they are different than consumer discretionary. Consumer staples are things that people will use and they have to use, okay? And this is going nuts, okay? And during inflationary times, these are the ones that are going to nail the competition and they're going to continue to surge. So you got to pay attention to them. And just to give you an idea of some of the stocks that are inside of this particular ETF, there's the top 10 holdings right there. You got Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, Costco, Pepsi, Philip Morris. You know, it goes on and on. But these are the ones that you got to pay attention to and continue to watch, okay? Now, a lot of them have been pushed pretty hard, so we're looking for the tippy tops to where they're going to start the cool down period, okay, at the pinnacle of their run. So we're paying attention to that because they will have a cool down. A threshold will be met, but we don't know when that is, like Walmart, and we're hoping that it's soon because we definitely got a trade on Walmart that goes to the negative side, and it's just continue to surge. So, you know, that's me personally, but yeah, we got to pay attention to these. These things are great stocks to get into, especially during inflationary times and instability inside of the marketplace. All right, taking a look at some trending stocks, IPOF. So we're starting to see some news and traction back in the SPAC industries, okay? So we're paying attention to these, okay? A lot of these have been beat up kind of at certain levels. We're paying attention to this. It had some huge volume. Could this be a little too much too soon, or did they got, you know, an ace stuck up their sleeve? We don't know yet. We'll have to pay attention and watch it, how it performs the rest of the week. But keep your eye on some of those old SPAC plays that have been beat up recently from huge runs previously. SoFi, we're paying attention to SoFi. It's definitely been beat up quite a bit. Now, SoFi, when it likes to run, it likes to run pretty hard. So we could definitely see the $2 to $3 push once it finds its bottom. But looking at the chart right now, it still looks as though that we got a little bit of a negative push going on too in SoFi. But I would not be surprised if this reversed very quickly from a bounce and we can get maybe, a $2 to $3 push closing out the week. Walmart, one of those consumer staples we were just talking about, man. Walmart has been on a tear. Now, I tell you, this will happen eventually. I don't know when. Hopefully, it's tomorrow because I need it to start cooling down with my trade. But this will hit a threshold at the top and it'll cool down eventually. Basically, what it's doing is breaking out of its previous pattern and it's finding its new high, and then it'll start to cool down, coming back down to a new support level, and then it'll start bouncing around in between that support and resistance, creating a new upper level of this particular stock. Bank of America is drawing some attention because it is low, guys, and it looks as though we got still a little bit more negative pressure, but eventually this is going to find bottom. I got a feeling we're going to find bottom here pretty soon, and we're going to see the reversal. And Bank of America is one of those that when it reverses strong and it likes to run. So definitely keeping your eye on Bank of America, as well as some of the other banking industries, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, those type of things. Now, some personal interest stocks that I'm paying attention to. Twitter. I went with a put on Twitter. It was a little too much too soon. I knew that we were going to have a cool down period. This thing is still running off a hype. That's why we went out 2 weeks on our contract, and I'm expecting this to pull back a little bit. I don't expect it to fully fill up that entire gap, but I definitely see this thing pulling back to 48, 47, maybe $46 area. Facebook, guys, man, I've been telling you for a while, watch Facebook, watch Facebook, watch Facebook. Guys, this thing is moving. Facebook has 2 of the 3 most popular social media sites out there on the planet, okay? Instagram and TikTok, okay? The other one is Snap. I'm telling you guys, if you're not paying attention to Facebook, this thing is going to run and it's going to take off, and you're going to miss your entry into this because it will fill this gap and it will fill it hard. Start paying attention to Facebook. You guys need to look at it daily to watch for levels to start getting in. Speaking about Snap, we got a contract out on Snap, goes out 2 weeks, looking at expiration on the 14th. We do think that we're going to see the pop. It's cooled down here the past couple of days, but we're definitely looking for that reversal. And we had some good, strong sentiment moving a little bit today before we had the overall market downturn. So definitely paying attention to this, seeing how this closes this week. And Ford, hey, at these levels, man, this is time to start accumulating shares of Ford, guys. Ford is one of those long-standing dividend type of trades. Man, you buy into Ford, you sit there, you get the shares. You can trade options and stuff, especially when it's trending. Right now, it's trending to the put side, but I like to run calls on Ford, so we're waiting for the reversal, but this is definitely a buy zone for Ford, in my opinion. You should already have a stake in Ford anyways, back when it was $5, so you guys should be doing fairly well on this one as well. But if anything, start paying attention to Ford and start looking for entry points to go long. Special category, I told people I would talk about it today, so here it is. I'm going to talk about some semiconductors. Semiconductors, man, these are hot and they've been beat up here for a little bit. You guys need to start paying attention to these as well, okay? Because these semiconductors are not going anywhere. And if you looked at what CNBC was talking about as far as the GDP growth, and it was correlated to the semiconductor area, it is directly correlated, has extreme things. When the semiconductors are moving, the GDP is moving up as well. When the semiconductors are stalling, the GDP pulls back a little bit. These things run all the technology that we have, guys. Everything that we do with technology and all the gadgets and gizmos take the chips, and the semiconductors are the ones that take care of the bulk of the work. This is an ETF for it, SMH, and its top holdings are right there: TSM, NVDA, AMD, Broadcom, Qualcomm, Micron Technology, Intel, all the ones that we pay attention to when we're looking at semiconductor names. Here's AMD. I got a feeling AMD is going to start bouncing here pretty soon from these lower levels, and then this thing's going to take off, guys. I could see AMD finishing, if it gets enough volume, finishing this week 115, 120 if it gets enough steam. But I would be going out another week with expirations at least April 14th if you're doing options and looking for further out contracts. But definitely also an area that you could start accumulating shares and going long, because this thing's going to take off and it's going to continue to do well in the future. This is a play for right now, short-term loss, long-term gain. And one of my favorite ones that's a little budget play, MU. I like MU, guys. MU is stellar, and it was being highlighted all over the place. A lot of the analysts like this one as their favored trade with the more bang for your buck, more so than NVDA and AMD. They think there's a more upside with MU than with AMD and then NVDA, okay? So we're paying attention to these as we move forward. All right, so that's the bulk of the video. Now I'm going to talk about some of the exciting things that we're offering at Traders War Room and some of the new things that we just added in this week. So first of all, in the Discord, I added some new analysts. I put in the Market Bishop, man, a highly popular trade analyst that's out there. Man, I went out, I checked him out for a while. He was good to go, and I put him in the server, man, just so that he can help you guys make some money and push out some of those good knowledge bombs. With one of our crypto guys retiring, I went ahead and got 2 new crypto guys pushing out the good stuff. Crypto is kind of on the downward side, but it's definitely picking up some steam. And I got 2 fantastic additions to our already great crypto people that I just put in this week. And I went out and got a Forex guy, man. People have been talking about Forex and they wanted some good Forex trades. I went out there and I got a Forex trader. And also, I'm looking for one. So if you got a name of someone who trades Forex and they're good, man, leave me a comment and hit me up at traderswarroom@gmail.com and we can talk some business. But you guys asked for some Forex. I went out and got you guys Forex, man. We're coming out swinging at Traders War Room, only on the Discord. And speaking about the Discord, guys, you get a 5-day trial with Premium 2.0. Pro tip, man, come into the server, activate it on Sunday. You get a full week of the alerts to see if you like it. Dude, I'm telling you, we don't have many free members that haven't transitioned over into the premium side of the house, if that tells you anything, man, because you guys get services like these. The AI trade signal, man. You guys get the real-time alerts. You get insider buys, analysts, upgrades, downgrades, access to pro traders for questions, self-development, research library, private premium only chat groups, premium self-charting, economic and market news, earnings and chart fields, account challenges, daily watch lists, as it goes on and on and on. Oh, and did I mention the TWR AI trade signaling bot? Guys, I'm telling you, this bot is the true Terminator of the stock market. It is going out there and crushing it. No matter what the market is giving you, it's always pushing out signals. And 85% of the time, the signals are in the money, man. I'm telling you, sometimes you just can't help the market. It's going to do what it does. But the bot goes out there and it gets the best tickers at the right times and pushes out the signal just for you. Only on Traders War Room and only on Premium. I'm telling you guys, we're coming out swinging and we are offering you guys fantastic services, fantastic products, man. Traders War Room is knocking on the doors of the big boys. We want your guys' business. We want you on the team. Invest in yourself in 2022 with Traders War Room. Check us out on the Discord. Check us out on the website, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you guys for sticking with me with the video. Remember, Traders War Room looks at the stock market like a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles we're doing together as a team. Attack, conquer, destroy, and we're always going to war. And if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war together.